Procrastination is when you have a task to do, but instead of doing it right away, you are flicking through social media. Or perhaps you are playing a round of a game, you're watching an episode of Netflix. You are picking up a snack and finishing that snack, then to find some other snack to take, or to make an excuse to head over to Starbucks or the next coffee shop to pick up a drink. Procrastination is essentially injecting your schedule with a bunch of avoidable and unnecessary activities because you're just trying to cope with the task that you're about to do, that you're supposed to do. Procrastination is also about moving things that are at the bottom of your priority list, like those low-hanging fruit, and getting those things done first, but at the same time knowing that those things don't really matter as much as some of the so-called main course dishes on your schedule. If you constantly find yourself not having enough time to do stuff, it's probably because you're procrastinating way too much. And you know what? I would love to hear from you. Like, comment down beneath this video, guilty as charged. I'd love to see all these procrastinators out there. Because the first step to overcoming procrastination is self-awareness. Like, yep, I'm guilty of that. Yep, I picked up a snack. Yep, I just made myself another coffee that I don't need. Yep, I just spent time watering the plant. Although it's a terrarium, it doesn't need watering. Procrastination is a form of avoidant behavior, of avoiding what's important, that is consequential to your life. Even though online I see people marketing courses on how to battle procrastination and books written about procrastination, how to beat it, but essentially even these are unnecessary coping mechanisms, coping behaviors, additional injections of unnecessary activity into your life. Because the real way to beat procrastination is to face it head on. Like knowing what's really important for me right now and actually doing it. It could be a certain phone call that you have to make. Instead of making all these other unnecessary calls, calling out your friends and family first, or all the other business deals that don't pay as much, why aren't you just picking up the phone and calling out to inquire about that deal that's going to make you break through to your next financial level? It's also very funny how people procrastinate to pay their bills, because paying bills late only adds to late charges and excess charges, over limit charges, and all these things can be avoided. So what's stopping you from parting with this cash in your account, which is going to have to be parted from anyways? Wouldn't you be better off parting with less than more? If you're also a parent, not speaking up to your kid about a certain behavior or habit that is not good, that you don't like. Maybe you're thinking that, I don't want to be the unpopular parent so fast. But, on the flip side, you're also painting yourself out to be a mega pushover with poor principles and no structure. That's the exact person that you don't want your child to be, right? And just so that this video doesn't become unnecessarily long and one of those things where it again injects unnecessary activities into your life, now is the time to think of at least 3 things that you're supposed to do that is on the top of your head, that is really some low-hanging thoughts that you really should be addressing. So what are 3 things that you should be addressing right now? And just go out there and do them. And when you do, you will notice that you have this great power, and it wasn't as hard as I made it out to be. It wasn't as difficult as I thought. And if I could do this, what else can I do? The moment you start confronting these things, you start to realize so much more time that you have every single day. Although it's still the same number of 24 hours. But why do I now have much more time to do the things that I love? Why do I now have much more time for the activities that I truly care about? Why do I now have much more time to become excellent at my career? Why do I now have much more time to become the best person that I can be? Share this message with anyone you truly care about and help them also kick the procrastination habit and become a much more powerful, responsible co-creator of your ultimate destiny.